present on a role of posterior cornea in cataract.
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Role of posterior cornea in cataract practice. I think till the date nobody has very less people has put interest in this. The interest in the posterior cornea, what the posterior cornea is. So we all know the shape of the anterior and posterior cornea are different and not perfectly parallel. These are something theoretical I am talking. So the radius of the cornea also not equal same way, power also different from anterior to posterior. Generally, anterior cornea and posterior cornea are vertically steep in childhood, but as the age advances, anterior steep curvature moves from vertical to horizontal, while the posterior curvature remains practically unchanged or very little. So the power of anterior cornea changes with the age and the ratio of anterior to posterior also changes. Okay, sir. Correlation to anterior to posterior corneal power shifts according to age, and its impacts on final corneal power is well studied by various researchers, including Dr. Vevika. So the conclusion is that as the age advances, total against the rule corneal power increases with the age, but posterior power. So only the anterior increases, but not the posterior power with the age. So considering only anterior corneal power for calculating toric IOL power, it will overestimate in case of vertically steep cornea, that means with the rule astigmatism, and underestimate with horizontal steep cornea, that means against the rule astigmatism. So for that all this thing, I studied post-operative my monofocal aspheric patients. I have done almost 250 plus examination of my monofocal aspheric patient. Only two things I have observed: post-operative refraction and anterior corneal power, K1, K2, that's it. And the result which I found, I just give some of the examples of the result. We did examination in more than 200 of my patient and almost 200 of another center's patients I have collected. So collectively total 400 patients I have examined. So here a case of with the rule astigmatism. For example, if you see the K1, K2 of this patient, K1 and K2, so 102 degree is steep. In this case, this is a with the rule astigmatism, and the change in the delta K, difference of the K1, K2 is just post 0.30 diopter. But the post-operative patient refraction is 0,0. So in this type of patient, even though the cornea shows the astigmatism, the posterior cornea gives its role and final astigmatism is 0. So if such type of patient comes to you for say multifocal IOL or toric IOL, toric calculator will definitely say you don't need any toric IOL. But even just looking at the K1, K2, you can even decide whether patient needs toric IOL or not. And if the patient wants multifocal IOL, jolly well you can enjoy the multifocal IOL in this patient, because post-operative astigmatism is going to be practically 0. So this is going to be the impact on your cataract results, means post-cataract results. A case of against the rule astigmatism. Actually, out of so many patients, I have selected few examples only over here. So here, 7 degree means at 7 degree, this is a steep cornea. This is a case of against the rule, and the delta K is 1.15. Here, acceptance is 1.87. So even though the delta K is less, patient accept more astigmatism post-operative. This is retrograde study, as I already said you. So this you can imply to your next patients. So when the patient comes with against the rule astigmatism, you should always think of toric IOL. My next slide will give still better explanation. And if you plan the multifocal IOL in this patient, believe me, is going to be not very much satisfied because of lots of astigmatism. And I think 90% of the centers are just considering anterior corneal power for calculation of IOL till the date. Let us see the power of 0. Here K1 and K2 are practically 0, 0. Means delta K is 0, K1 and K2 are same. Even though the K1 and K2 are same, patient accept minus 0.62 at 90 degree. I have almost 20 plus patients where the K1 and K2 were 0 in my retrograde study. In all the patient except one, patient accepted against the rule post-operative refraction from 0.25 to 1.75. So when you see a patient who is having anterior corneal astigmatism practically negligible or 0, 0, be cautious for giving him multifocal IOL. Patient may be unsatisfied because of astigmatism post-operatively. Low power preoperative astigmatism. So here, the 0.75, just delta K is 0.75. But with now latest toric calculator and all these things, I dare to give the patient to the toric IOL. And with this omni toric IOL, no financial interest. Patient is, can you see? 0, 0. You can dare to tackle this patient even though very low power astigmatism. Toric IOL surgery is successful but patient is not satisfied. Now I would like to enumerate this patient in detail. Here you can see post-operative astigmatism is practically 0.37, 0.37 in both the eyes. Pre-operative astigmatism was about 1.5. After having this result, patient is not satisfied. Then I inquired why. Patient was never wearing the glasses in the past, in his childhood or in post-presbyopic or even in old age. When patient came, so patient was happy for near and distance. He might or she might be having it against the rule astigmatism, but she was happy with her near and distance vision without glasses. So for all of her life, she never used the glasses. And one fine morning, she came to me for cataract surgery, and I did excellent cataract surgery with technique toric IOL. And I was, after 6 months, I was expecting she would greet me and she will be very happy, but she said she is not happy. And then I asked why you are not happy. She said, I never won the glasses, but now I can't read my near vision. I'm not happy with my near vision without glasses. I have to wear the glasses. She has bilateral arthritis and all that thing. Then I asked, what is the problem with you? Because my near vision has gone. Even though my cataract is gone, my distance vision is improved, but my near vision without glasses has gone. So I thought, what the wrong I did? Means even though patient was happy with little bit astigmatism, she was happy for her near and distance vision. And I gave her glasses at the age of 70. I know this patient well because she is my mother.
Oh.
So, means you know the technique, you know the technology, you are the excellent surgeon. Does it mean that without asking anything to your patient, you just give whatever you have excellent? Please be careful. These are the power of posterior cornea. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Dholakia. Excellent. I invite Dr. Shai Vasavada for his presentation. He would like to teach us from his mistakes